A lot of you guys ask us the apps we use on our phones in our day-to-day usage. And well, it's time we tell you that.
This is our 2019 version of what are the apps we use.
Hey guys, this is Rupesh.
And this is Akshay from bwom.com, and today we are going to show you the apps we use. Now we're not going to talk about the usual apps, instead we are going to focus on apps that are actually pretty useful.
Now before we start, let me tell you that this video has been sponsored by Apollo, which is an app that really enhances portrait mode photos on an iPhone. I'll talk more about Apollo later on, so stay tuned for that. Now let's get to the apps. Akshay, you should go first.
Yeah, so the first app I'm going to talk about is Pocket Cast, which is a great podcast app that I use almost every day. Pocket Cast is just a great podcast app that does everything I want a podcast app to do. I can quickly search for new podcasts by name or by categories, or look at popular and trending podcasts. Plus it has a dark theme and an extra dark theme for AMOLED displays, and it looks really great. But mostly why I use Pocket Cast is because of the auto download feature, which is really handy. Now I know that other podcast apps like Google Podcasts also bring the download features, but having used it, it's not very reliable. Anyway, apart from that, Pocket Cast has all the features you need, like trim silence, adjusting playback speed, notifications on a per podcast basis, and a lot more. I know it's a paid app at $99, but it's totally worth it. Moving on, I listen to music quite a bit. In fact, a lot of times when I'm writing an article, I have my earphones plugged in. Now my music streaming app of choice is Spotify for a lot of reasons. First, the recommendations in Spotify are some of the best ones I've seen on any app, and I've used them all, other than Tidal of course. Plus, Spotify's Discover features are amazing. I can always find new music to listen to, and more often than not, Spotify's personalized playlists are on point. There are also useful features here like a car view, integration with Google Maps and Waze, gapless playback, crossfade, and a lot more. Now I know that Spotify lags behind when it comes to the selection of songs in India, but the user experience here is really great. And the song selection will obviously improve once the legal issues are resolved. However, YouTube Music is here too now, and that's pretty good. I've not used it very extensively, but it obviously has a lot more music than Spotify, since you basically get the entire YouTube library with remixes, solo covers, indie musicians, and everything else. So yeah, you can check that out as well. Now those were the apps I use on my Galaxy S10, but before I bought this phone, I was using the iPhone as my daily driver for a bit, and there are some really great iOS apps as well. First up, there's Spectre, a great camera app for iPhones. It's made by the guys that created Halide, and I've recommended Halide to almost every iPhone user I know. Anyway, with Spectre you can take long exposures, and it uses AI to automatically remove crowds, vehicles, and stuff from the scene, so you get shots like this. In low light, the app automatically switches modes and captures light trails, which look really cool. But what really sets Spectre apart from other long exposure apps is that it saves the entire exposure as a live photo. So you can press and hold on it to see a sort of short video of your photo. It's really cool. Yeah, the app is paid at 249 rupees, but if you like taking long exposures a lot, you're gonna love this app. Next up, there's Quickie, which is an awesome utility app for iOS. With Quickie, you can use 3D touch and get shortcuts to apps and websites. You can obviously set up the things you want shortcuts to, and then you can simply add Quickie to your dock. I've added a bunch of my favorite apps and websites here, and I can just quickly 3D touch on the Quickie icon and head over to the shortcut I want. It's a pretty great app for iOS users, which also helps declutter the home screen and add a lot more functionality to the dock. The app is available in a free version, but most of its functionality is locked for the pro version, available at $79. So yeah, go check out Quickie. Okay, so lastly there's Apollo, our sponsors for this video. And Apollo is a great tool to add different lighting effects to portrait mode photos on the iPhones. The app brings up to 30 light sources and various advanced lighting effects, plus it's not just a 2D lighting thing. Apollo uses the depth map captured by your iPhone to add photorealistic 3D lighting effects complete with shadow. Plus what's really nice is that it doesn't ruin the quality of the photo being edited. So yeah, Apollo is a pretty great app to enhance your portrait mode shots. Well, Apollo is available on the App Store for 99 cents or 79 rupees in India. So what are you waiting for? Check out Apollo from the link in the description below. Well, those were the apps I use. Now over to you, Rupesh.
Well, coming to the apps I use, I will start with Bottom Quick Settings, which is a fairly new app, but something I've been waiting for all along. See, this app solves a big problem for me. So you know how phones are getting bigger and bigger, which makes accessing the quick settings toggles at the top even harder? Well, Bottom Quick Settings, as the name suggests, brings the quick settings to the bottom. Yes, once you have the app set up, you will be able to access the quick settings toggles by just swiping up from the bottom. It's so easy and so intuitive. Plus, I like how customizable this is. I mean, you can add dials for different apps, a shortcut in an app, and even URLs. You can even add more sliders, say for media volume or notification volume. Sure, some of the features in the app are limited to the paid version, but its free version brings most of the important features, so yeah, it's great. Next up, I use an app called Unapp, which is an app to easily uninstall multiple apps, and this is so handy for me. I mean, I'm someone who installs a ton of apps for our app videos and our Sunday edition videos, so naturally, there comes a time when I have to uninstall some apps. And well, this is where Unapp comes in. With Unapp, you just select the apps you want to uninstall and tap on the uninstall button, and then tap OK on these prompts. It's definitely easier than uninstalling apps one by one. Now I know ROMs like MIUI let you uninstall multiple apps at once, but there's no such feature on stock Android, and that's what makes Unapp so great for me. Okay, so moving on to the next app I use, it's called Bouncer, and it's an app that made it to a list of the best apps of 2018, and it's a really great app. So Bouncer lets you give temporary permissions to apps. So say if you want to check in on Facebook but don't want it to take the location permission permanently, well, you can just use Bouncer to give Facebook permission to location temporarily. So when you exit Facebook, the location permission will automatically be turned off. It's really great, and I know this is a lot like Android Q's location permission manager, but Bouncer brings the permission control for other features like camera, phone, etc., which is definitely amazing. Now Bouncer is a paid app at ₹70, but this is definitely worth it. Another app I use is Remote Fingerprint Unlock. Now what this app does is it lets you unlock your Windows PC using your phone's fingerprint scanner. Sounds cool, right? Well, it's pretty simple. You just need to install this app on your Android phone and the fingerprint module app on your Windows PC. And then set things up like the account you want to unlock with your fingerprint and so on. Once done, you can just open up the app and just use your fingerprint scanner to unlock your PC like this. This is so cool, right? Let me show you once again. Lastly, a lot of you guys ask us the wallpaper app we use to set those amazing wallpapers in our videos, and well, here you go. Well, we use Backdrops, which is a fairly popular app, and well, rightly so. The app features some stunning wallpapers that you see in our videos, and I like the AMOLED-friendly wallpapers in the app. Plus, the app brings new wallpapers every single day, so there's no dearth of cool new wallpapers. And the UI is really cool, so that's another thing I like. Apart from all these apps, there's one app that I and Akshay both use every single day. Yes, I'm talking about the BBomb app. I know, it's our very own app, but what the heck, it's amazing. The BBomb app brings you instant tech news in a nice gesture-friendly UI, exclusive portrait videos like the Sunday edition, and all of that in an ad-free experience. So yes, you should definitely check out the BBomb app.
Well, those were the apps we use on our smartphones. You'll find the links to all of them in the description down below, so check them out. But what are the apps that you guys use? Let us know in the comments down below.
Yeah, also give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and share it with your friends. Lastly, subscribe to our channel for more amazing tech videos. Well, that's us signing off. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.